Hey, what's up guys, it is Saintsfan and welcome back to another GTA 5 video. Today I'm going to be talking about the title update 1.14 that came with the hipster update, and I'm going to be going through the changelog, what they fixed, what they took out, what they patched, what they added, everything. I'll leave a link in the description because I'm not going to go over exactly everything because some of the stuff obviously we really don't care about. I'm going to cover the main important things that you'll probably notice in GTA Online. Now before I get into the video, I just want to mention I am doing a giveaway for a shark card, so if you want to enter in that giveaway, all you have to go do is follow me on Twitter. The link to that is in the description, and later on I will tweet out a winner, and if you guys really do like it, then I'll do another one tomorrow. Now I've also already gone over some of the new features in the game, such as the new gold paint jobs and everything, so obviously I'm not going to be talking about that stuff in this video, because I already made the video. If you haven't seen that video, definitely go check that out. I made a hipster DLC playlist for all my videos that I'm doing that have information or that pertain to the hipster DLC, so I'll have a link to that on the screen at one point in the left hand corner or something, so you can click that if you want to read out, if you want to go see all the other videos. But anyway, getting into some of the new additions that I haven't talked about. They obviously added a bunch of new clothing options. It says over 170, which is definitely really awesome. They added 2 new weapons, and I'll get into the closing weapons more tomorrow, so if you want to see that, definitely subscribe. They added new hairstyles, new beards, new masks, new tattoos, and then again 8 new celebrations, which I talked about a little bit, and I'm going to do a video on that tomorrow as well. But getting into some of the top changes that you'll probably notice. So players will no longer be charged insurance costs if their vehicle is destroyed by another player who does not have enough money to pay. They also fixed an issue where if an insured personal vehicle was destroyed, both parties had to pay the insurance costs, so I'm glad they fixed that. Vehicle management now has been added into garages, and players can move their positions around by accessing the trigger inside the garage. Really awesome. I'll get more in detail on that tomorrow as well. They fixed an issue where some 4-wheel drive vehicles had been reverted to 2-wheel drive. There's now a recently played option that has been added to the host job menu, which makes things a lot easier. They fixed an exploit where players were able to avoid paying insurance and bad sport rating increases by using the tank cannon to destroy personal vehicles. They also added when a player dies, they now have a chance to detonate any sticky bombs that they had placed. They must be detonated as soon as the wasted screen appears, or they will be deleted. Another thing they added was player names now show on the minimap when it is expanded, which is a really awesome addition. I really do love that. So now you can see who is around you and not just have to guess. Tear gas also does more damage and now lasts longer. And then they also made coveted a little bit different. And I'm not going to go in too much detail about that. I'll probably cover that in another video either tomorrow or the next day. But they have changed coveted a little bit. So if you are going to play it to get money and it's different and you're wondering why, that is the reason. So some of the other changes that they fixed. The mugger now drops at least as much cash as they have stolen from the character. Non-personal vehicles will now spawn near the player once they have completed a mission. When you're playing a job and you get to the next job voting screen, players who vote for free mode are pushed out immediately when everyone else refreshes. The replay and refresh options are now taken into consideration for a majority vote. This fixed an issue where the next job voting screen was not progressing despite a majority of votes being cast. Contact missions will now display the contact's name to the job title in the lobby. The next job voting screen now shows job subtypes such as land race, air race, sea race, etc. The friendly lock-on option from the interaction menu is no longer available when the player is on a job, so I'm not really sure why they took that out. It seems kind of unnecessary in my opinion. Players' names are now shown on the celebration screens. The level of difficulty is now displayed when pressing the D-pad down when playing missions. They also fixed an issue where players were being awarded in-game Rockstar verified t-shirts for verified content when they had not had any verified content in the game. Personal vehicles no longer spawn at the wrong location when the players leave the Eclipse properties. They also fixed an issue where Lester's ability, the cops turn the blind eye, could occasionally not last long enough. They also fixed an issue where players could become stuck if a large number of players attempted to move from an apartment to a garage at the same time. Only one player can now interact with the lift at a time, so that's good to hear. They also fixed an issue in races where overtakes were being awarded despite no overtakes occurring. I know that's happened to me a bunch of times. They fixed an issue where adders were missing a texture on the rear of the car. Not really sure what that's all about, but I'm glad they fixed it. They fixed an issue where Kuma motorbikes could be delivered without a fender or a windscreen. They also fixed an issue where players ordered a route loader, they would arrive with no truck bed and have no collision. They fixed an issue where sometimes DLC weapons would go missing after completing jobs. They also fixed an issue where it was possible for a player's mental state to arise when killing themselves by falling from a height or destroying their own vehicle. They also fixed an issue where glasses frames could clip through helmet visors. They fixed an issue where players could make themselves invisible / off the radar when exiting a vehicle. Another thing they fixed was an issue where players could appear topless if DLC packs were deleted after choosing to wear items of clothing specifically related to them. So that's kind of disappointing. I mean, I get why they did it, but still, a lot of you guys did seem to like that topless glitch a while back. They fixed an issue where invite-only sessions were no longer invite-only after starting a job. They also fixed a bunch of things to the spectator option that you had that they added last patch. And then finally, some of the exploits that they fixed was one where players were able to maximize their stats illegitimately. Another where players could launch cars into the air by driving into gates, which at this point I really don't know what Rockstar's doing, because I remember 2 patches ago, I think it was 2 patches ago, they said they wouldn't take out glitches like this that don't affect the game, and driving a car and launching it into the air doesn't really affect the game. So I don't know what Rockstar is doing at this point. They say so much stuff and then they go back on their word and do something totally different. But they also fixed several exploits where players were able to duplicate personal vehicles. They fixed an exploit where a certain vehicle was invulnerable to bullets. Fixed another exploit where players could attack an armored truck and gain cash without gaining a wanted level. They fixed another exploit where players could repeat the same bounty multiple times. They also fixed several exploits where players were able to make themselves invisible. Fixed an exploit where players were able to add any vehicle to their garage. Another exploit they fixed was where players could become invincible. And then the last 2 is they fixed the exploit where players could bring cars from single player to online, and where NPCs would not react when nearby NPCs were being pistol whipped. So that is pretty much it, the main stuff. They did fix a lot of things, but it seems like with all these patches, what gets fixed, but it seems like with all these patches, even though they fix half the stuff, it still is broken and somebody will find a way around it. So who knows. Again, and I kind of don't want to really go into too much detail about heists. I really have no idea where they're at. They might release them Friday, or they might just wait until the next gen GTA. We'll probably do a video or a commentary on that in the next couple of days. Right now, I'm just going to enjoy my Hipster DLC, all the new stuff that was added. I love the new clothes that was added. We're going to have a lot of fun on the Fashion Friday series. And if you're also wondering where the Touch Up Tuesday is, I know I haven't done that in a while. Well, obviously I was going to do one today until this came out, so that might be pushed out till tomorrow or something. I don't know. But either way, I'm really excited that this DLC did come out, even though I was expecting heist, but nonetheless, this is still pretty cool. And again, if you want to win a shark card, all you gotta go do is follow me on Twitter. The link to that is in the description. Hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And as always, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace!